For this recipe, I have taken 2 cups of soya chunks or meal makers. We need to keep them in cold water first, and then after that we need to take from the water after 5 minutes of soaking it. Then I added into boiling water. At certain temperature, just cooking for 4 to 5 minutes, I removed the soya chunks, checking whether they are softly cooked. Then I drained in the water by using a sieve or drainer. After that, we need to keep under cold water for few minutes. Then we need to squeeze it thoroughly so that the total water gets drained off. And then you need to keep under the fan or under the sun for 1-2 minutes so that total water get drained from the soya chunks. Otherwise, it will absorb more oil. Here I have taken 2 cups of besan or gram flour, and I added 1 by 4th spoon of salt, half and 1 by 4th spoon baking soda or idli soda. Then I added 1 by 4th spoon of coriander powder, 1 by 4th spoon of garam masala. Then I added little cumin seed powder if available. Then finally we need to mix the batter with less water. As it is gram flour, we should be very cautious while adding water, otherwise it gets liquefied very faster. Go on sprinkle with little water so that if water is more, it will absorb more oil. Kindly avoid adding more baking soda. Go on, beat the batter so that it will give you puffy structure and it will be finely cooked. If you go on, beat the batter of content. Once if it is getting thinner or softer after beating with the spoon, you can add little uh, Bengal gram powder or besan so that it will be thick in consistency. It should not be harder, it should not be loose, it should be in medium consistency, which is very important. Now you need to take a deep bottom vessel so that less oil we can use for cooking. At high temperature it gets burnt off, that is externally it will be well cooked and internally there will not be a cooking. And if you want to keep on moderate or medium flame, it will be thoroughly cooked. If you keep on low flame, anything will absorb more oil. Kindly avoid that. Useful tip 3. Then finally, once they are thoroughly cooked, I kept aside. Now I added 1 by 4th cup of tomato sauce, which you can make at home also. This tomato puree you can go for belching method so that you can boil 4 tomatoes in water. You can remove the peel and seeds by adding 1 by 4th spoon of sugar and 1 by 4th spoon of vinegar. You can grind it into a paste. It is a homemade tomato sauce. At certain temperature you need to boil and cook. That puree you can use here. And green chili sauce 1 spoon, red chili sauce 1 spoon, soya sauce 1 spoon I have added. Kindly check for red chili and green chili sauce preparation in the Google and just make homemade preparation if you don't want outside food. Kindly think of this. And finally, I just mixed everything. Here you need to understand one thing, just not like Manchuria that I take a pan and I heated the sauce and all, nothing to like that. I have just added on this content only. And then just before serving, you need to squeeze little lemon juice and you need to sprinkle little coriander and little coriander powder also, and serve with raw onions. It could be good with a tea time or coffee time, or it will be good for evening snacks with kids. You can, as it is summer started, you can give them with little mojito or like milkshakes or something like an ice cream or pudding. It will be a great snack in the evening time. And in the you need to understand one thing. This is one method of cooking. If you want the soya chunks to be crispy to eat for kids especially, you need to understand one thing before coming to next point. I added salt and also red chili powder, 1 by 4th spoon salt and 1 spoon red chili powder in the batter. You can change the ratio according to your wish and the family member comfort. In that point I forgot to tell there. Now coming to the second method of cooking. If you want soya chunks to be crispy outside and cooked inside, already we boiled, it will be soft only inside. If you want to go for crispy consistency, you need to take 2 spoons of corn flour, 2 spoons of rice flour and 1 and a half or 2 spoons of besan flour. Then they come very crispily. And finally you can go for the same method. Please subscribe my channel. Thank you for your great support and love. Cooking will be a great stress buster for me, and it reduces anxiety and stress levels. You can cook the soya chunks in, you can observe the whole week. I just told you to cook in a boiling method only or in a steam method only soya chunks. I prefer that. We should not go for this sort of foods regularly. It is only for taste purpose. I advised you this recipe. Occasionally it is advisable, not at all regularly, because any a time for a sort of taste we can cook it, but not regularly. It is available, it is advisable. And this one thing is soya is very good at protein. Per day 75 grams of protein is we can take. 75 grams of soya chunks is advisable to take, and it is very good for vegetarians. And also please prefer only boiled or cooked method of soya chunks only. And for kids purpose, any a time occasionally you can use. And by giving lemon on the content, you the more minerals get absorbed to the body, and it will elevate the taste of the content. Just before serving only we need to squeeze lemon on that, otherwise it goes bitter. And finally, you can take this with green tea in the evening, or it with the coffee. It will be of great combination. And finally, you can check the channel for other languages like Telugu, and also in Hindi I am uploading now and then. Kindly utilize the channel because it is with immense experience in the kitchen to help others also. Because uh, cooking is very difficult if we doesn't know certain logics. Eating is very easy. Our Avakaya Pappu Neyi channel has come forward to make others understand the simple and easy cooking method. And here on screen how easy it will be on editing process. That easy you should feel and comfortable. Only that sort of recipes I am preferring in my channel most of the time. They might be 1 minute cooking, 2 minute cooking, or just below 5 minutes cooking. Very less, it will be 5 to 8 minutes. And I do avoid artificial colors also.